All right, we are live, I think. Now, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Oh, there we go. All right. So we are live. Welcome to the Trading Journal for February 17th, Monday. I'm going to go this way. Yeah, I'm going to go this way. Okay. And the whole point of this is to share my trading with people who are interested in trading and people who want to know more about trading in their over 50s, Gen Xers like myself with gray hair like this. So the whole idea today is to go through this trade. Even though the markets were closed, they were open until about 10 a.m. Pacific, and then they reopened at 3 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Central. So they closed for 5 hours in honor of previous leaders who did a great job, not the present leader who is doing a crap job. And for those of you who might not agree with me, that's fine. We all have our own opinions. So therefore, I will go over this trade with you today, and this is on my background here. So you can kind of see, I think, the candles are going up, and my zone of interest here is actually the candle has now candled over the zone of interest, I believe. I'm pretty sure. I just have to, let me just make sure here what I'm doing. Yeah. I'm not sharing my screen. No. Okay. So let me just go over to my, there we go. Yeah. The zone of interest that I have here is at 96,440. And right now the candle is on the downside, and the wick just wicked over that 96,440. And I'm waiting for this to either come back down or break through this 96,440 area before I get in. There was a lot of movement inside of this area between like a 96,440 and the 96 or the 95,415. And the I don't know exactly what's going on, but it seems like there's a lot of, it's just very not, it's very stagnant. There's not a lot of liquid in this market right now. And since when was it? 3:30 on 2 days ago. Yeah, on Friday, we had a big down candle, like right about 2:30 on Friday. Was it on Friday? Yeah. Right about 2:30 on Friday, we had these down candles. And if you go back, it started at 12 o'clock and then it just kept going down. So it was a good time to short the market at that point. The PSAR had not flipped until it was like way down. This looks like what, 99,000 bound to, and then this PSAR didn't even flip until 97. So I noticed that the PSARs are not flipping right away. They're like taking their time. And maybe it's the way that I have it set on my Thinkorswim, but I have to figure that out. I'd like them to obviously switch a lot sooner, because this PSAR didn't even, like, I'm on the half an hour, 1, 2, it took it 3 hours for it to flip. So I think that's just because we had such a big bullish green candle right before this happened on Friday at 11:30. On Friday at 11:30, we had this candle that was like, how big is this thing? 1750. So like huge. It went from, let's see, it opened at 97,685 and then it closed at 99. So you're looking at, a pretty big bullish candle right there. And then it took it from that point at the top of the wick on Friday at 11:30, that 30-minute candle. And I'm on the, by the way, I'm on the futures market, the futures MBT, not the spot market. And it took it down from the wick at 99,339, and it took it all the way back down to 96,195. So that's probably 2%. I think I have not measured it. So let me just measure it here. What it is. Yeah, actually it's 3%. So it's a 3% drop. And that was on Friday. So it's been very illiquid and very not tradable unless you get into one of those spots. If you had gotten into that 11:30 candle at a long and just rode it up, it would have been a great candle for you. And then if you turned around and flipped that and then went short, that would have been an even better trade. And I'm sure there are traders that have done that. I was not one of them, but this is all in the learning process of my daily trading journal. So this is a short video, and it's a video for me mainly, and to help other people who are also learning how to trade to understand, what they're looking at, like what the market is. And I guess I could move over. I don't even know which way, but I wish I have to figure out how I can share this screen so that it's not behind me and I can like point it out. I'm going to start creating little small videos that are just like looping so that I can just share those instead. And then that can actually be a better idea than, having this one chart behind me. But this is the chart of MBT, and it's the chart from today, actually, that it's just been kind of a really wonky day. Obviously, it's the previous leader's day. It's not the current swastika owner in office who is pretending to be the leader. And his girlfriend. So right now we have, we're going into Tokyo, and then it's going to be London at 1 o'clock in the morning Pacific time, 4 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. And one of the things that I'm seeing here is that this market, it looks like it will make a decision pretty soon. It's kind of like it's been in this space of, all right, we don't know which way we're going. And now it's looking to be where we're getting out of this range of 96.2, and it's basically, it hit this high of like 97,298, 97,300. And then it's come down, and then it goes back up, but it always hovers around this area of 96,205. It's like it's been snugging in that area. And so my thought is that it's ready to move out of that area because it's been in that area for a very long time now. And it's kind of like, all right, we just want to get out of this area. And I don't know exactly if it's going to go up or down because nobody does, right? But my thought is that it's probably going to go down based upon the current economy and also what I'm seeing in gold. It's kind of where when I look at gold on the MGC and I look at MBT, it's like in sympathy. They kind of rise and fall together at a certain extent. Last week they were doing that. On Friday it was pretty evident. So right now, we have the RSI is pretty neutral. It's not oversold or undersold. And the MACD is showing, on the way up, but we do have a red candle. I think on the 4-hour here, from what I'm seeing on my 4-hour, and I use Thinkorswim. For my 4-hour, let me just take a look at this here. Hold on a second as I look through this. Hello? Why isn't this not working? There we go. All right. What I see is a couple of dojis. So I see a hammer, and then I see a doji beginning right now. And the dojis red, but I think it could, potentially turn green and then probably just a little bit of green and then come back down. We have a bearish candle and then a bullish candle together on the 4 hour from Friday. And those two, wait, is this 8 o'clock today? No. When is this? 2:17. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is today. Sorry. This was this morning and this afternoon. So we had a bearish this morning, and then in the afternoon we had a bullish, and now we have a hammer. So it's kind of like we're in this space in these in this trade of MBT. It looks to me like it's just kind of like just sitting there, not doing anything. And that's where I wonder if we're not going to go down. And the reason I see that is because there is fair value gap down there and down further. And also it's looking like we've kind of exhausted this range of the 95 through 97. And so either they pull it way up over 99 and go back up to the 110s, or they pull it back down so that they can get rid of that fair value gap below there. So below the 90s. So anyway, that's my trading journal. This is where I take these and I listen to them. And I also just keep this on the channel because there are some people who may or may not, really want to listen to it, where they're saying, okay, what is she saying about MBT, or how is she learning this? And I'm not using supply and demand. I am in a supply and demand course. And if you go to the WorthyofSuccess.ai website, you can see the course that I'm taking. That is not an affiliate link, by the way. I do not get commission for that. It's just a shout out to my coach. And she's brilliant at explaining supply and demand, but that's more on the futures market in gold and oil on the commodities. Okay. So you you definitely would have a great education with her. It is a lot technical, so just get ready for that. You'd have to be very diligent in the way that you study and how you learn this. But I do really enjoy the supply and demand learning because it brings into effect a lot of things that I didn't take into effect when I'm looking at just charting. And it gives me a different perspective when I look at things in the supply and demand world, as opposed to just looking at them like this, they call it resistance and support. You can have resistance and support at any candle. So I don't agree with that concept because that's the concept that I learned years ago and that worked in the 80s, but it's not working now because this is where we have bots and algorithms that that are taking over basically our trading. So if you are trading independently and you're just doing this on your own, like I am, you take that into consideration with the bots and the algorithms, et cetera. But learning supply and demand gives you a different sense of where you're at in the market. And kind of, even though there is no traditional supply and demand, there is still fair value gap in the market for MBT on the futures. So I hope that makes sense. And I'm explaining that correctly as far as I am concerned. I explained it correctly for myself. If you like this video or find it interesting, this channel, especially with the FTC compliance and anything else, then please like and share and let me know. I'd love to grow this channel a lot more. So that said, have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow on the next live for the next trading day, and let's hope that it's more fortuitous than today. So I'm working on having my first $1,000 day for a full week. My goal is $1,000 a day for the whole week. So let's see if I can get there. All right, you guys, talk to you soon. Thank you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow.